Greetings all, it's me, Anj the Bearded Lady, and yes, I have got this through the post today. Oh yeah, Unmatched Little Red versus Beowulf, so I thought I'd unbox it for your viewing pleasure. There is a different artist this time who has created the art for this game, but you know what? It still works for me. Here's the just the side of the box, the back side. Ha! Great artwork, all the same. Oh, look at him. Majestic beard going on there. Holla. Let's have a look inside. So, OV's rules. Same old, what we're used to. But then there is the back page here with the special rules on. Now, this game has some unique gameplay attached to it, which I'm quite excited about. So, Little Red Riding Hood has a basket, and I'll explain a little bit more about that in a minute. Beowulf has some rage tokens, which will help him, and he picks up rage every time he is attacked. Okay, good stuff. There are doors. So the doorways will be in the map, and they will, when the doors are closed, and you can open and close the doors for free once in your go as part of the maneuver. You can then pay movement actions to do additional opening and closing, but it cuts off a zone. So when the door is closed, you are no longer adjacent if somebody is outside and somebody is within. Good times. Now, one little thing also that I just wanted to point out, and I've read it in a few different rules, and it talks about large players. Let me just see where I can find it. There we go. It says, note, there are no large fighters in this set. And I always thought, oh, maybe Bigfoot was a large fighter. But then when I read this time, it's not. It says here that the door can't be closed if a large fighter occupies 2 spaces on either side of it. 2 spaces. Bigfoot is therefore not a large character, because there are large characters that are coming that take up 2 spaces. Holla! Maybe the T-Rex in the next Jurassic Park expansion. Who knows? But that's exciting. Anyway, so let's have a look at the board. What's next within the box? Here is a hut. The, what's it called? Herot. Is that part of Beowulf? Maybe. Is it part of it? Yeah, it's probably part of Beowulf. But hey, you know what? It works fine also, I feel like, with Little Red Riding Hood. Although this get up and go doesn't really look like it's Granny's hut in the wood. It looks more like a rugged Viking fighter like Beowulf. So here you got all of the I like that, I like the colours and stuff like that. And then here are where the doors go, here, here, and here. Good times. Downside about this is, so they've gone one better than when it was Jurassic Park expansion, where it was just the map on the back. This is exactly the same picture, but they have taken out the block colours and replaced it with just the outside. So if you wanted to gaze upon the artwork of the board, but felt like this didn't allow you to, whoever that was, now you can enjoy that. Again, for me, I just think it's a bit sad that there isn't a second map to play on. So, Mondo, restoration, sort it out. There we go. So, there we go, there's that. There we go. Good times. Here are the health dials, and good to see that there are 2 for each player. Nice one. So there's Little Red, there's the Huntsman, and then also a nice little thing that they've done this game here. It's when it reaches 0, it says the end on both rather than 0. Nice. So that's Beowulf and Wiglaf. Excellent. May have said that wrong. No, it doesn't matter. Here are the walls. Again, as always, what we come to love and enjoy are the good components in this game. Nice and thick. And then this is the Rage. Blank on one side so that when the Rage is spent from specific cards, you flip it over. Nicely done. Good times. Right, here we go. These are the things for the dials, yes. And these are the additional sidekicks, Huntsman and Wiglaf, I think that's what the names were. And then we got the cards. Let me just point out these miniatures to you. Here is Little Red Riding Hood. Now, I have to say, I'm usually an absolute all-out fan of the miniatures, but I have to say that these feel not as appealing. They don't look as good, I don't think, as other ones. It's quite hard to see, for instance, Little Red's face there. All I can see is a wolf's open mouth. She's obviously very small because she's a little girl. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, I guess I like the detail on, you know, for instance, if you think of like the Jurassic Park one, the detail, even on the base, was immense where the raptors were at. This one just feels a bit like, meh. Yeah, so not a massive fan of that. Let's have a look at Beowulf. Yeah, it again feels a little bit sloppy, the detail on his face there, which is disappointing. And it feels like the wash that they've given has gone, for me, it just feels like on this one, it might not be for all of them, but on this one it just feels like it's gone in the wrong places. Doesn't look as effective as previous expansions do. So let's hope that the gameplay makes up for that in this game. Let's just check out this. Little Red Riding Hood is melee, Huntsman is ranged, 14 health and 9 health, that's pretty good, moves 2. And then resolve an effect card and play if the symbol next to the effect card. Ah, yeah, so this is really cool. Let's just unwrap these cards. Strength of a bear. Speed of a puma. Brave Star. Right, so here we are. Just to look at the back side of these cards. They feel to be a little bit more kind of... no, they're nice, aren't they? They've got a little bit more picture-y kind of feel to them, if you understand what I mean by that. More kind of story-like. So, this is of Little Red's basket, and it sits at the top of her discard pile. And so, as you can see, all of the different cards, what big ears you have, feature different symbols on them. So, oh, it's the same. Here we go, different symbol. Good times. Oh yeah, same. Here we go, another different symbol. So they've got different symbols for them. Oh, some of them, like this bad boy here, is wild. So it features all of the symbols, which would count for one of, not all of. So when Little Red Riding Hood plays down a certain card into the discard pile, for instance, maybe this one, if you played another card, let's find one. Here we go. Where after combat, if this card here was in the discard pile, then that little symbol matches up with that thing there, and you could play this effect. So what I like about this is into the game, we're bringing in this kind of like hand management and mechanic in how to play. So you're not just fighting and getting one up on your opponents, but also you're working through your hand and working out which cards to lay where so that you can use special abilities. So I like that, bringing in just a little bit extra into the gameplay, which is always good when you are rocking out so many expansions and to stop it getting quite samey. So I like that. Like the artwork, it's kind of, there's a less kind of like stylized ting going on, I feel like. More of like the actual kind of picture of like the story that you are seeing. Do you see what I mean? Does that make sense to you? Makes sense in my head, anyway. But there we go. Still good artwork, nice stuff. Looking forward to playing this with these new kind of like play variant tings on it. Let's check out Beowulf's The Epic Poem. You see, this is the story of, and then this is the epic poem. Hence the ends at the end of said lives of the heroes. So again, nice kind of artwork on the back there. Not as stylized as before, as I've already said. Let's see. Both Beowulf and Wiglaf are melee characters. 17, holla. And again, a 9. Ooh, look at that. Again, I feel like maybe Beowulf's one is a little bit more kind of got the kind of symbolic feel to it on the pictures. Symbolized. We've got more of the kind of symbolized pictures going on, which I like that. So look at that. This card's value is +2 for each rage spent. So you get that rage, remember, when you've been hit. And you get rage from being hit once. And then if there's an effect on the card that hits you again, you pick up more rage. And then you can spend that rage to big up your attacks. Nice. There's Grendel's arm. Very nice. Cool. I feel, for me personally, I feel like I prefer the artwork on Beowulf's cards to Little Red's. But that might be because he has got a tremendous beard. Brilliant. Cool. Well, it'll be good to see what Guan's with these new playing abilities. So one with the kind of like card hand management thing going on there. And then this one with the rage and like going through your rage and then back down through your rage and then back up through your rage and back down. So on and so forth. Good times. Excellente. Well, here it is. Few disappointments in terms of sort of like quality in the miniatures and the board and the lack of a second board on there. But all in all, I'm excited to get into this and get this played. And I hope you have enjoyed this unboxing. Laters.